welcome to the channel. Thanks a lot for joining me. So it looks like Mike Ashley's 14-year reign at Newcastle United is finally over. No doubt Newcastle fans will be delighted. Even as a non-Newcastle fan, I'll be delighted to not see his face because I can't stand him and I don't even support Newcastle. So who's going to take over the club? Obviously, this deal fell through around 18 months ago. It's fronted by financier Amanda Staveley. She's backed by the Reuben brothers, but more specifically, 80% of the money is going to come from the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund. Now, we don't actually know the official reason for why the deal was blocked 18 months ago. Rumour is that it's concerns over human rights abuses, concerns over the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi, concerns about the closeness of the Saudi Arabian state to this deal. And actually, in my view, nothing's changed, right? 80% of the money is going to be provided by the Public Investment Fund, and that fund is headed by Mohammed bin Salman. So this is still a Saudi state takeover of Newcastle. Okay, Newcastle fans probably don't care, and I completely understand that. And you know, it's something that when you've suffered for so long under such a bad owner, you just want him out. So I get that. But this deal potentially has been influenced by Mohammed bin Salman speaking to Boris Johnson and telling Boris Johnson that Saudi-UK relations may be affected. That pressure, the public story is that the intellectual property right issue that the Saudis and the Qataris have resolved with beIN Sport, being able to maybe get compensation for not being able to broadcast in the last 4.5 years into Saudi Arabia may be the public reason. But I believe some sort of hoops have been jumped through to say that the Public Investment Fund isn't part of the Saudi state, which is not true, and that this deal has got nothing to do with the Saudi Arabian government and it's separate of the Saudi government. To be honest, them rejecting the deal 18 months ago was nonsense, and this logic now is nonsense because nothing's fundamentally changed. So really, it's a little bit nonsensical. It looks like something at a diplomatic level way above football fans, us working class football fans' heads has happened. The Saudi state and the British state have got together and said, okay, we're going to rubber stamp this deal. And obviously, the UK is one of the largest weapons manufacturers to the Saudi state. Saudi Arabia, per capita, is the biggest weapons buyer in the world. It's obviously got its horrendous war in Yemen that's currently going on. It's been involved and implicated in the murder of Jamal Khashoggi. It's been implicated in the murders of people like Nimr al-Nimr and other Shia leaders. And actually, Saudi Arabia has a pretty murky past if you go back to 9/11, if you go back to funding for jihadist groups around the world, if you go to human rights abuses, executions, beheadings of people, chopping of hands of thieves, quite a lot of bad stuff the Saudi Arabians have allegedly been involved in. So why do they want to buy Newcastle United? Great football club, great fan base. You know, they're obviously going to pump money in there. They've said publicly that they'll only be investing in infrastructure quite slowly to start with. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that they have a bottomless pit of money, and I expect Newcastle, if the takeover goes through, are going to compete with Manchester City and going to be pushing in those Champions League places. And they obviously, the big concern is sports washing. Now, this is what the Qataris have been accused of with Paris Saint-Germain, and the Emiratis have been accused of with Manchester City, that you want to buy an asset in Europe, in the UK, and show a different reality of what your country is. And my personal view is that that is the case. The Saudi Arabian human rights record, as I've touched upon, is abysmal. Its foreign policy is abysmal. Its treatment of homosexuals, its treatment of minorities, its treatment of religious minorities is woefully bad. And actually, we in the UK should be a little bit concerned about, in my view, foreign money coming into the UK. Now, I understand Newcastle fans. I understand that they have suffered under Ashley and they want their team to go back to those nights where, you know, Tino Asprilla was scoring a hat-trick against Barcelona and all that, and I get all that. But generally, we must be really concerned about how institutions like Newcastle United, important institutions, have fallen in the hands of foreign owners, and the use of those institutions to try and portray and project a different light. And you can see that with the Qatar World Cup. Like, it's a vanity project, it's sports washing, it's trying to show Qatar as a different, modern type of country. And these are undemocratic countries, these are dictatorships, these are generally led by a cabal of people who run the economy and run the country. But these events and ownership of these assets enable them to project a different image into Europe. So anyway, I am happy for Newcastle United's fans, and I like Mike Ashley. I actually can't stand him at all. I can't stand him. There's two people in the UK that I really don't like, right? One of them is Mike Ashley, and there's probably worse people than Mike Ashley, but one of them is Mike Ashley, and other is Tim Martin from Wetherspoons. There's something about those two that just get under my skin. They annoy me immensely. So actually, if I don't have to see his horrible face getting interviewed about Newcastle United, I'll be pretty happy. So let's see what's going to happen. It looks like the deal's going to be ratified. Congratulations to Newcastle United fans. It's going to be interesting to see how they spend in the next 12 to 24 months. But give me your views. Do you think I'm being harsh? Do you think that the Saudi state isn't involved in this takeover? Do you think that there is a separation from this takeover and the Saudi state? Give me your views, Newcastle fans. Tell me. Please subscribe to the channel, and I wish you a great day. Take care. Thank you.